made a whole video about this already. And I don't know what I did with it. Okay, so this is Antonio Brown highlights. Listen, for those of you who are new around here, for one, I thank you everybody for clicking a link in my description, listening to my music, or giving it a listen. Thanks a lot. I've been noticing the upticks. Just Googling my album just right there too. For you guys who are new around here, talking about I'm complaining or crying about New England winning if they because we're in a regular season. Listen, I don't watch football. I don't watch the games. Okay? I just watch the highlights in order to give you guys information. Now, I want to explain something to you guys. And I'm making a prediction that I hope doesn't come true. But I'm saying this for one reason. You guys have been talking about the Steelers going to the Super Bowl. The only way the Steelers will go to the Super Bowl successfully is if this man stays healthy. Antonio Brown, arguably the best receiver in the game. I say arguably because Fitzgerald is still a dynamite receiver. You still got some really good receivers out there. Julio Jones, who runs a 4.3. Dude is a monster. And I'm not sure if Antonio Brown runs that fast, but we all know that he is very, very, very elusive. Kind of reminds me of, who's it, Trayvon? Forgot his name, the little dude. He's a mix in between Trayvon and Julio Jones because they're all about the same speed. I think Julio may be faster, even though he's bigger. But Julio is not as acrobatic and or as elusive as Antonio Brown. Now, with that being said, I want to put this out there. This is one reason why he's so good, because his awareness of the field makes defensive players do this. Is he really? Did he really catch that? Did that just happen? See, that's what this guy is doing. He's like, not only did he beat me, did he really just Leaning Tower of Pisa me? Did this just happen? Did he just Michael Jackson me smooth? Did he just smooth criminal me right here? Is that what he just smooth criminal? Yep, he did it. It's going in this highlight reel. I just got smooth criminal by Antonio Brown. And you know what? It's an honor because he's one of the best in the game. And I'm not going to say he's the best because, like I said, there are some players out there who can put up a good matchup when it comes to the numbers. But here's the bad news. I think Antonio Brown is going to get hurt. And I think we're in week 13, going into week 14. I think he's going to get hurt at the end of the regular season. That's coming up soon. I was thinking in game 15, maybe, either 14 or 15, he's going to get hurt. And I was thinking maybe a concussion. And the reason why I was saying this is not because I have something against the Steelers. For those of you who don't know, I'm from Pittsburgh. The Steelers is my. If I watched the game and wanted somebody to win, it would be the Steelers. This is why it hurts me. Because the Steelers are the team that I would watch. They're the team that I would pick to go to the Super Bowl, even though I have not picked them to go to the Super Bowl. Who's this, Brown on Brown? I think that is. And I'm clicking through this because I can't show you this video for copyright reasons. But I gathered that Antonio Brown is either going to get hurt from a concussion or he's going to have some type of leg injury but I'm leaning towards a helmet to helmet. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Simply because they can put up a really, really, really good battle against the Patriots. And they can possibly win. And I told you guys before that there are people who are in on it. They're in on the fix. And then there are people who are not. Like, I didn't like Matt Ryan, I believe, was in on the fix during the Super Bowl. There's just no doubt about that. He knew. He knew. That was it. He was in on the fix. Hightower was in on the fix. Brady's in on the fix. I mean, but he was in on it. He knew. He called a ridiculous play. We seen it happen again when Russell Wilson called a ridiculous play in the Seahawks against the Patriots. It was like, why would you even call that? Nobody in football history understands why that play was called. Once again, Matt Ryan didn't have to call that play. You know what I'm saying? It's freaking second down. Run the clock out. So I'm saying that to say this, people. Whenever there's a threat of another team winning and messing up the scheduled winner for the Super Bowl, because I'm looking at the Eagles and the Patriots. Right now, the Eagles quarterback has the best rating out there. I mean, they're just on fire, but we've seen the same thing happen to Cam Newton. And what happened to Cam Newton? He had to give up a Super Bowl just for Peyton Manning to, get his rocks off and go out on a high note, even though we know that Super Bowl could have been won by the Panthers. We know this. Okay? They were having a stellar year in 17-1? No. That was their ball game to lose, and Cam Newton is in on the fix, and he did not get that fumble. He knew. And unfortunately, I think Santonio Brown knows. Or Antonio Brown. I am hoping I'm wrong, people. I'm hoping the Steelers go and thrash the Patriots in the playoffs. I'm hoping they thrash them. I'm hoping Brady doesn't get a chance to breathe. I'm hoping that he doesn't get a deflate gate chance again, because that's how they beat him in the playoffs before. He had the balls deflated, or so he could throw them better in the rain, and they lost and they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Listen, Steelers are their threat, just like the Ravens are the Pittsburgh Steelers' Achilles heel. Other than that, there's nobody out there who's going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers when it comes down to it. I just don't think there is. I think Pittsburgh can play the Eagles in the Super Bowl and beat the Eagles. I just do. Just because they're Pittsburgh. But I think Antonio's going to get hurt. Because he is the number one receiver for them. I think he's the high scorer for them. Last year, what happened to Le'Veon Bell? He got hurt. He was having a stellar year. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I don't want to be right. But these are just predictions. These are just things being thrown out there. They have some other contenders out there who are, doing well this year. I mean, Pittsburgh is 9-2 right now, I think, unless they just won one. I'm just telling you guys. I think he's going to get a concussion. It's going to be a helmet to helmet. They're going to take him out. And here's why I think it's going to be a concussion. Here's why I don't think it's going to be an Aaron Rodgers injury. Because Aaron Rodgers, look, even if he does come back, it's just kind of too late for those guys. You know what I mean? I just can't see them doing anything. I don't know, maybe a miracle can happen. He's Aaron Rodgers. He's that good. However, this late in the season. I don't really think. Look, I'm hoping it's not a leg injury that puts him out till next year. That type of thing where he's not going to play. Like I'm hoping it's not like one of those I don't know, serious knee injury. I just don't want him to get. I don't want him to get hurt at all. But I think it's going to have to play into the hands of New England for him to get hurt, and I think it's coming up really, really soon. And it's going to put him out for the end of the season, but when he comes back, he'll come back next season, and it'll look just like Le'Veon Bell. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm hoping it's some injury that doesn't end his career, nothing like that. But we know those injuries do happen, especially in helmet to helmet. But a concussion is skeptical because players play with concussions all the time. That's what I'm saying, and then when they say he has a concussion, we don't know when he's going to be back. No doctor can really calibrate how long you're going to be out with a concussion. This is why I'm using a concussion as the injury. Because if he comes back the next day, they can say it was a minor concussion. And nobody's going to say, that didn't look like a minor concussion to me, By the way, don't do this again. That's a automatic flag. Okay. So you see what I'm saying? But if he has a rotator cuff, a slap tear, something like that, if he has, one of his synovial joints pulled out of socket, you know what I'm saying? If he has a torn patella, or anything like that, then yeah, he's not coming back for a good while. Or if he does a Bo Jackson, know what I'm saying? Where Bo Jackson pretty much injured himself because he's so damn strong, he kept running. And when he kept running, he pretty much tore his, he had to get reconstructive surgery on his hip. So that's what ended Bo's career. Bo ended his own career. Strength is convincing. You can get drunk off of it. And when you do, you think you're invincible and you don't realize that you're hurting yourself. And if he had stopped running, he'd have went down as one of the greatest running backs ever, even more so than he is today. Literally stepping on people's chests. He's just that strong. But now he's selling energy drinks. He's still the man, though. But you guys know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's your boy Tone 202. I'm hoping he's going to be okay. I'm hoping it doesn't happen this way. But I wanted to document this simply because I make predictions. And sometimes I'm right. Even though I don't want to be.